Recently I bought a Chipolo Spot 1 tracker to see how it would measure up against the AirTag. Chipolo is advertising it as working with the findmy network, and so I was curious to see if this little black dot would pick up more or less data than the AirTag. After ordering it online from Amazon, I received a little box with the Chipolo inside a few days later. For testing purposes, I sent an envelope containing the Chipolo and an AirTag to myself to see if it would make any difference. Using my scripts, I kept an eye on both devices. They made a 50-kilometer trip to another town and then returned to me the next day. To my surprise, they actually performed quite the same. They updated at the same locations and around the same times. The AirTag only seemed to have a slight advantage over the Chipolo. This Chipolo, however, had an issue. The speaker didn't work. No matter what I tried, it never made any sound. So I print an Amazon return label and the address is showing Vos Logistics in the Dutch town of Os. I dropped the AirTag in the mail and oops, I forgot to unpair it from my phone. So let's see where it goes. After mailing the envelope the next day, it made its way to Vos Logistics. It spent 2 days there and then it started to move again. And to my surprise, it was a long trip. It drove to the Czech Republic and from there it crossed into Slovakia. It eventually ended up at an Amazon warehouse in the town of Sered. It spent a day here and then I get a message from Amazon that my return had been processed. All good, right? But then, to my surprise, the Chipolo started to move back to Germany and it ended up at the Amazon warehouse in Bad Hersfeld. It spent 5 days at the Amazon warehouse and all I could think of is, are they just going to resell this thing? Then it moved south and it ended up in the town of Dingolfing. I have no clue what this building is, but judging from the image, I assume it's another logistics company. And then, a few hours later, it showed up at someone's home. And it was there ever since. Maybe this Amazon return was auctioned off, I don't know. There was only one thing left for me to do. Some quick updates. The AirTag doing the Europe tour is with a priest right now, who works in a small town in Slovakia. The AirTag doing the USA tour is in Virginia and about halfway done of its 50 states tour. New videos on all of these will come out in the coming few weeks. You can get live updates via Telegram or see all my AirTags traveling right now via travelbyenvelope.com.